I'm walking on sunshine, ho ho. I'm walking on sunshine, ho ho. And it's time to feel good, oh 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 oh. Hello, my beautiful viewers. Thank you for being here. I need to salute you, and I've got a blurry background, so oh, there you are. There you are. My beautiful viewers, this is all for you. All for you to say thank you for your beautifulness, and thank you for your awesomeness viewing our amazing summit. What an amazing summit we're going to have for all of you. This summit's called the Mirror of Greatness. And my beautiful viewers, you are going to witness, and I want to say witness, my amazing diamond beauties forever. I cannot tell you, these ladies is a miracle in itself. And a miracle in itself, another one, that God have given us the opportunity to see each other first, to meet each other's hearts, and there's a beautiful word in my home language, kuier. Can you hear the word kuier? It's like, it's like visiting each other's souls so many times a week. So I am in awe of all of you, my beautiful ladies. Thank you. Beautiful Gail, Cindy, Julie, Diaz, and Christina is all my amazing Mrs. Spots. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Mrs. Spots later in the show. And my beautiful ladies, we've got two ladies that have joined the Diamond Beauties that saw one of the episodes. Well, they didn't see the same episode, but two different episodes. And both of them were talking about the Mrs. Spots. And they decided to go and look for the Diamond Beauties forever. And I have joined the Diamond Beauties, and we had a coffee chat. Otherwise, I would never have knew they were viewers on E360 that came through and joined the Diamond Beauties. And I don't know if they have joined the Mrs. Spots as yet, but can you believe it? Can you believe it? So my beautiful viewers, thank you so much for being here. You're going to love all these ladies. You're going to love us all. If you're getting goosebumps, please remember to put on your sunglasses, because my beautiful ladies all have so much wisdom to share, and they've got golden nuggets. And yes, I do have the paparazzi pen, and sometimes during this, I will give you a paparazzi also. I will not give you a warning. I will just paparazzi you. Ooh. So welcome to our 2-hour summit, and may this be your saving grace. Sometimes you just need one person to say something you know to bring in your life a different way for your ears, and you get it. And may one of my beautiful ladies give you that golden thread to change your life forever. Woohoo! That is all I have for now, my beautifuls. So now I'm going to go over to my beautiful Gail. My beautiful Gail, please tell us where you're from. I know you are all around the world, and thank you for taking us everywhere. I appreciate you. And please give us a small introduction, and then also tell us what greatness means for you. But before you do that, may I do this? My beautiful girl, when my amazing miracle man introduced the two of us, you are my love bug. I tell you, I love you the first day, and I will love you forever. You are incredible. You are undeniable, magnificent. Thank you for loving me, and thank you for being an amazing Mrs. Spots, and thank you for being you. All over to you.
Well, what an introduction. So, Sanet, thank you for creating the space where I can be me, the space where I can come through as a dragon rider and, in fact, as the dragon and feel safe in doing that. So, you've created the space for me to expand and to be me. So, hello, everyone. I'm Gail Kraft, and I am an alchemist. What does that mean? Is I help you find out who you are and hone that and turn yourself into a diamond. I currently am in the United States. Today I'm in Vegas. Tomorrow I'll be in San Diego. Yesterday or Saturday I was in Utah. So what does that mean? I'm on the road. So I am in the US of A, and I share that information with folks. I also do have a Mrs. Potts, a cup of transformation, and it's there that I was able to really fully express myself and be accepted and embraced by this community. It's a loving place. And for me, greatness means the ability to express myself fully without holding back. And you have created an environment where that's possible. So I thank you. And I thank everyone here for having an open heart and an open mind and come from love. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, my beautiful girl. Travel beautiful, travel safe, and thank you for all your pictures and your videos. Thank you, thank you. Oh, my beautiful Cindy. So, Cindy, I'm trying to remember who introduced you to me. And I'm so sorry, my beautiful one, because it's more than 3 years now. No, it's 2.5 years. 2.5 years. More than 2.5 years. And I must tell you, you are amazing. When we had our coffee chat and we had a dance, I just fell in love with you. It's like incredible. It was like I have a piece of my heart back in my heart. Like it was actually with all of you girls. It's like my heart is just getting not healed. That's not the word. Fuller, because your love is now part of my love, and my love is part of your love. My beautiful viewers, my home language is in Afrikaans. I have to keep simple words because I cannot use big words in my translation is not even coming out right. So you made my heart fuller, my beautiful Cindy. And the way that you are doing things, that you have written your book with beautiful Roshana, and the way that you are just doing what you are doing is so amazing. Your wings, my girl, is so big. And I'm so proud and I'm so happy for you. Well, proud because you have a hole in one. I still cannot. It's like unbelievable. You're the only woman I know that has a hole in one. So I'm in awe of you. Not that I'm a golfer, but you know what I mean. I don't know about anyone. And I saw it. I witnessed it. Not physically. I saw it on a photograph, and I just love it. So my beautiful Cindy, thank you for loving me. Thank you for being one of our amazing Mrs. Spots, and thank you for helping me taking care of the Mrs. Spots. I really appreciate you with all my heart. Please introduce yourself.
Oh my goodness, I so appreciate you. Let me just say that right off the get-go. And so I'm going to go back. It was actually Kathy Mincer who introduced me to you.
Yes.
Her and I met on another networking platform and had a coffee chat together. And she said, you have to meet Sanet. And I know it took, so I signed up for Diamond Beauties, and it took a couple of months to actually do the coffee chat because I had other things going on. And I thought, this is awesome. To have somebody say, you want to do a dance with me? I was like, I had never had anybody ask me that. And so we had this beautiful dance. We danced to my favorite song of all time, Imagine by John Lennon. It was just beautiful. So I knew coming into the community right then and there, this was going to be something really special. And all of these beautiful women here that are with us here today are spectacular. I've met every single one of them. Every one of them just makes my heart sing, and you especially, Sanet. So thank you so much for inviting me into this fold and all that you've done for me in terms of letting me actually shine, come out of a shell, because I never really told much of my story or background to anybody. So you were the first person that made me feel that I could be safe in telling my story and where I was coming from. So I really just want to say I appreciate and love you so much for that, because that was a big opening for me. So for the rest of the folks now watching, my name is Cindy Edington, and I'm the owner of Trinkle Heart Wellness. I'm an author, as Sanet just mentioned, a transformational life coach and a holistic healer. I like to work with women and empowering them. I like to specifically work with women who've navigated the aftermath of divorce, because that's part of my story. I've walked in those shoes, so I understand what that's like. I'm based in Fairport, New York, in the USA, and it's snowing right now.
Wow.
It's snowing a lot right now. I have pumpkins out that I thought would be okay for Thanksgiving, but no, they're covered in an inch of snow right now. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the day today. Yeah, so, but it's, we're heading into winter, no surprise here. And so you asked the question, what does greatness mean to me? And especially at this time in my life. And I think it's, again, just as you had mentioned, Gail, just being able to be my full self, no apology necessary, just really coming into my full self, loving myself flaws and all. Gail and I've talked about that as well. I think I've just gotten to a point in my life where that's what greatness is. It's just really aligning with who I am, who I'm becoming, and staying true to that, really staying true to that, not listening to all the outside noise that comes in of what I'm supposed to do and who I'm supposed to be and how I'm supposed to act, but truly just coming into my sense of self and knowing that that's the right thing to do for me, regardless of what anybody else says or thinks, because I don't care anymore. I mean, I care about people, but I don't care about the noise. Say what you want. It's all good. You're on your journey and I'm on mine. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel in terms of greatness for me right now. So thank you for asking that question, because I think it's such an important one. If you had asked me this maybe 10 years ago, I wouldn't have known how to answer that. I really wouldn't have, because there was just still so much noise coming in and I was absorbing it and taking it in. And now I have the tools to kind of protect myself in a really good way, loving way. And yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So thank you so much for asking that.
Wow, thank you, my beautiful. You just reminded me on something. So, my beautiful Julie Ann, I will be with you in a second, my beautiful. I just wanted you to, my beautiful viewers, I need to quickly tell you this story. So, I joined this, I changed my life forever more than 6 years ago, here in New Zealand. And I decided that I want to live, I don't want to die. And I started to love myself unconditionally. So, previously, I worried what other people will say, what will other people do, will other people perceive me, and then I throw all that out. The day I forgave myself, I wrote a letter, I burned the letter, full moon, I loved the full moon, burned the letter, and I got in the house. I just need to tell you this. And, I also did some smudging. And I smelled like, that's like, you smell, you smell smoky like burnt grass. And my husband comes in and I'm in awe with this. I gave God my forgiveness. I gave it to him. Let go, let God. And I'm in this awe, this glow of, I love God, I love myself. And then I realized I love myself unconditionally. It took 3 months for me to realize I have started to love myself unconditionally. And I come in the house and my husband said in Afrikaans, yes, jy stink. So, yeah, I don't know actually how to translate it, but you are stinking. And I looked at him all loving. I said, oh yes, and it's all for me. Oh, I just now remember this. Oh, thank you, Cindy. And there were so many people in my life that I joined quite a few things. I joined quite a few groups. Everybody wanted me to change my accent. And then from the beginning, I made a decision. If I cannot be me, and I cannot have my own accent, and if the translation is not coming out right, then so what? Then I cannot be Sanet. And how can I do that forgiveness, let go, let God? And now I'm taking up other people's stories about me. So my beautiful Cindy and Gail, thank you for the sunglasses. Do you know how many times I had to tell people, I'm so sorry, my beautiful ones, if you don't like my accent, don't listen to me. Oh, then I go like this, or open your eyes, open your ears and your heart and just love me the way I am. Can I tell you that I have said to more than 20 people in the last 6 years, more than 20 people. And yes, Cindy, realizing that I am amazing just as I am. How incredible! How incredible! I love it. I love it. Thank you for that remembrance of you smelling bad. I forgot about it. I'm going to tell my husband today again. My beautiful Julie Ann, say you are on this screen. You are the youngest in my heart. I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming through to our group. You are this lively, bubbly, bouncing ball. I must just say this is my image. We're full of life. You are this adventurous person that will go into that ball, you know, that ball, and then do the rolling. Because you were traveling, you were 7 years on a boat and traveling the world, and you are doing all this amazing. You have moved to another country, and Mexico, of all places. You know, for us here, well, not for me here in New Zealand, but for South Africa and Mexico, there's a lot of stuff going on there. So you are went to Mexico, you know, it's like, I'm in awe of you. And the way that you are helping your authors to write their stories, because it's all about legacy and what we can leave through our stories. And I do believe stories was always part of generations, and we need to continue as Marty Hawks, please help me with the pronunciation, as sage women of our younger generation. We need to continue with that legacy of storytelling. So thank you for everything that you are doing. So my beautiful one, please introduce yourself and tell us what greatness means for you.
Thank you, Sanet. And I think that's the first time I've ever been called the youngest one. So thank you for that. I've actually been in Mexico for 7 years, and I consider Mexico home. And as you said, I travel around the world for 7 years on a sailboat. So when I left England in 1998, it seems such a long time ago now. I was looking for home. And so I feel like I have been traveling around the world and lived in many, many, many different countries, looking for home. And when I got to Mexico, particularly Puerto Vallarta, I felt like I had eventually found home. And it's so interesting because there's a lot of outside influences and perceptions about Mexico, which I find very interesting because, of course, having lived in so many places around the world, my observation about the world is we're all the same. Doesn't really matter whether you live in South Africa or Australia or the US or England or wherever you live. We're all the same, and every country has problems. Every country has cities that have a lot of problems and a lot of violence, and has cities that are very happy cities to live in. And so I don't think it really matters in some ways where you live, because we're all the same. So, but really what I have found here in Sayulita, I've just recently moved to Sayulita. So I've always been based on the Pacific coast of Mexico. And Sayulita is a little Mexican seaside village. It's very creative, it's very artsy. And so I have been able to be great in this place, because I'm actually the only book publisher that's now servicing this part of Mexico. And I've approached it in a very different way, because I feel like I've really stepped into my greatness. Now that I'm 60 years old, I feel like I've really stepped into my greatness, and I've helped people to really look at all of their stories as a portal to their ultimate soul purpose and how they can be great themselves. And so I'm help people to really examine their stories and go deep into their stories and really understand, every single event that happens to us is just a clue, are just more steps for us to really understand our true soul purpose. And so your story is my portal, your portal is my podcast show. And I help people to really look at their stories as stepping stones to their soul purpose. And so that to me is what greatness is when we can all step into our true purpose by recognizing that every event that happened to us has purpose.
I love it. So my beautiful Julie, so what happened? The previous Love Illuminated Summit, I asked the ladies that was part of the live special guests so the Love Illuminated, all the ladies that was taking part last month, they had to create a video of about 8 minutes on something they want to share to the world. Okay, so when we had our first Monday of November, we had our live Zoom. You all come to your special, and you gave us 5 minutes of whatever you wanted to talk about. I could not be there because that was the first day my grandson went to school, and my computer was still on. But because I left the meeting, I should have stayed on the meeting, just mute myself, take my off the camera, but I didn't realize that. I know this now. It stopped recording when I left the meeting. I thought when I gave my hosting over to Tina, it will then go to the cloud. That's what my thought was. Not realizing it was my mistake, because I should have said record to the cloud, not record to this computer. But I was thinking, my computer is still on, but it's not on the meeting. But I don't know. Can I tell you? When I edited the video, it stopped. First of all, the first thing I did, I started to cry. Mm-hmm. And then I said I stopped, I breathed. I said, God, show me the way. And I said, I know I have 3 of the ladies. I have the 5 to 6 minutes video on the summit that I can still honor them. Because my beautiful ladies, the show, that was, when I finished with everything, it was 1 o'clock, and the show had to go out 5 hours later. So I didn't have a choice. You were all asleep there in America. So I investigate your YouTube channel. Eventually I got this video that I wanted to play, and then I could not download it. I didn't want to subscribe to YouTube because that's extra money that I cannot do now at the moment. I phoned my husband. I said, my husband, please, can you help me? And he said, my wife, I cannot help you. I'm in a meeting. Ladies, even ChatGPT could not help me. So, do you know what I did? I took your video and recorded on my phone. I had this camera, this where my ring light is. I had the thing standing here, but not moving my legs, holding on to this thing so that it's still there. Record your video. Wow. Because if you didn't send it to me, I cannot download it because I don't have your permission. Okay. Yeah. I recorded it. I put it in. I edited it. The show went live the next day with all the special guest special, and your video I have recorded on this phone.
Oh my goodness. You would never have known.
I tell you, God is just, and angels is just unbelievable. I know you can do a lot when you have money, but if you don't have, you have to make a plan, and you just help me.
Yes.
So my beautiful Julie, and I hope that you love the video I selected, because clarity is one of my biggest things. If you have clarity, you
Yes.
can do anything. You can manifest. You can do anything. So I hope you love, because I went through a few, because I didn't want to go into a video and then it must be still conducive for the viewers out there. So
Yes.
I'm telling you, ladies, this was a eye-opening, but it also showed me, Sanet, you can do anything. You can do
Resilient.
everything, because my why is big enough. I wanted to showcase my beautiful ladies that came as specials. So thank you, my beautiful Julie, for your beautiful video on YouTube that I could borrow. I just borrow it to amplify you. Thank you, my beautiful
Aw,
Julie.
thank you.
Now it's over to Julie Diaz. So Julie was introduced to me by Ronnie in UK. They had the interview, and Ronnie have introduced Julie to me. We had an amazing coffee chat, and your dog also came and visit us when we were having a coffee chat. Then we went to New York when we did our book. It went on to the biggest jumbotron, and I do have just a blurry background. But here is our book. I can only put it in front of my face. And there I met beautiful Julie. Julie is our savior in New York. Amazing. They have arranged all of this, but I didn't even know where we must go and eat. Here, all these women is walking in the street in New York, and the people that is supposed to know where we're going don't know where we're going. And we met Julie, and Julie said, let me take you all to an amazing Mexican restaurant. I'm telling you, she is our savior in New York. Not just once, a few times, because she helped us through the right road, will let us take us to the right places. And Julie, when I hugged you for the first time, I felt your love, and how honored I am to have held you in my arms and to have kissed you here. I love you forever. I love your beautiful son forever. An amazing, Adrian is amazing soul. So thank you for saving our hungry stomachs or tummies in New York. Not only that, but everything you have done for us in New York. I really want to come to New York, because I'm going to have a double take, three double take. I'm going to see you, and I'm going to see Christina. And then I'm going to go an hour's drive, and I'm going to see Cindy. So I cannot wait to come to New York again. So my beautiful Julie, we will talk about your book a little bit later, but please introduce yourself. You are extraordinary, my girl. The book, what you have put out, the way that you have helped quite a lot of ladies with your health tips. And I know you're also going individually. Like me, I'm also individually a lot busy with a lot of women. You are also doing the same. I'm so proud of you. I just love you, my girl. So please introduce yourself.
I love you right back. And you know, one of the moments in New York that I remember was when we were walking down the street, and I turned back and I saw you. You were behind me, and you were about to cross the road, and I rushed back to you, and I linked my arm through yours. And I walked with you, and I was so happy to walk next to you. I'm like, why is she alone? Let me walk with her, because, you know, people get distracted and they're walking fast and you were going a little slow. And I was like, I used to walk with my mom, and I'd rush off ahead, and I learned from her, like, slow down, walk next to her. You know what I mean? So, I love you. I love you so much. And our coffee chat was like instant connection, soul sisters, and I also love you forever. So, everybody, my name is Julie Diaz. I live in New Jersey. I grew up in Connecticut and moved down here and recruited out of college to work in the corporate world. And a lot of us spiritual people that go into the healing professions, we talk about leaving the corporate world and how, it's kind of sometimes it's hard to be contained in that world, but I appreciate it and I have gratitude for it because that world gave me stability and so much learning. I learned how to work with other people, and growing up was hard for me. As my father had a long story, but anyway, being in that environment, we had our own school in that company, and I was able to take self-empowerment courses and so many different classes that really helped me to grow as an individual and how to communicate with others. And I ended up moving from one role into the technical writing role where I learned how to be a writer, and I love that. So I later became, after my formal education, I ended up becoming a certified health coach and learning about aromatherapy and herbalism. And I'm always learning something and signing up for some course because I'm just an eternally curious person. And as far as I never think of myself as great. When you say the question is about greatness, because I grew up so humble and I had very humble beginnings, and I never think of it that way. But as like Cindy was saying, like she learned not to care about what other people think, and I got to that point early on because I was bullied really harshly through my childhood, and I got to the point where I was like, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Sorry for the beep. So sorry, I learned that very early. And I think that helped me to become a better person because I wasn't worried I was just focused on what's next and what can I do and what can I do to help others and what can I do to help my mom? What can I do to help my kids, my family, my beautiful dog? I'm always thinking about, just focused on what to do next. So yeah, I don't think it helps to think about what people say about you behind your back. I say it's none of my business what they're saying. I hear it. So, yep, that's what
Wow,
I
I
think
love
that's
it. I'm so sorry, my beautiful, that I interrupted you, but exactly. If they talk behind your back, can I tell you what I tell the people?
none of my business.
It's none of your business, first of all. But if they talk about you, do you know what's happening to you? You're getting amazing energy because they're talking about you. If they're talking about you negatively, the angels will stop the negativity and stop push all the positive towards you. If they're talking positive to you, you will get double positive. That's my view, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
I'm sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it too.
Talk to me. Talk about me. I love it because I'm getting the energy.
PR, energetic PR.
Oh, wow. Thank you, my beautiful Julie. Julie, everything you do is incredible. And you are mirror of greatness. And I'm so thankful all of you are here. Thank you. My beautiful Christina. So Christina, you must just remind me you introduced us, and I will probably remember, but not at this current minute. I cannot remember. So Christina and I met. I think the same with you, Cindy. I sent quite if you come, I personally introduce myself personally on Messenger, and then I will go a month past to give you time to acclimatize, and then I will come back and ask you. I would love to meet you. Do you need a coffee chat? Because I know there's a reason why everybody comes in my vicinity. Some people are not ready yet, but when people are ready, we will Connect, Coffee Chat Connect. And my full belief, and I can tell you that's my belief, my angels, I just know God will send the right people to me. And when we have our first dance, there's no barriers. It's open. It's just love. So that's the reason why I start off with a dance. Because if you had worries, when you stand up or sit down and you just open your arms and heart and you move, what happens? You just come into a loving way. You feel the energy, childlike loving way. So we had an amazing dance. You took a little while to get into the group, and that was okay because that is just how it went. And then we talked about your book. You wanted to do a book, and we had quite a few coffee chats, and I said I need a case study to go through my things I need to do for the Diamond Beauties on the book publishing site. Boy, oh boy, did we had a run. And Christina's book is going to come out soon. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of your words. I'm so proud of how you have changed the trauma and heal yourself. And through that, everything that you do, how you are helping your beautiful customers, or clients rather, clients. You are incredible. You are more than you know. Incredible. So my beautiful Christina, I love you dearly. Please introduce yourself. And can I tell you, as soon as Christina or Cindy comes on the line, because Cindy and I also was part of the, I was also their book coach. My grandson just love you because we used to meet every week. And my grandson, if they hear the YouTube lady speak, he wants to come near, or he wants to sit on my lap when he play here at the back. So he got used to your voices. So my beautiful Christina, please introduce yourself and tell us what greatness means for you.
Thank you so much for the intro, Sanet. I mean, on the first coffee chat, I was not sure if that much love was real. I was like, let's see how it's gonna continue, right? When I meet her again, will she be the same? And it turned out she was the same, and she is the same. I'm like, wow, right? Like it was almost too good to be true. Like with the big heart, she came in, yeah. And it was Portia Brooker.
Yes.
That
Yes.
yeah. I was in a different it wasn't a networking anyway, like a different group with her, and we're still in touch. And she said you have to connect with Sanet, and that's how that happened. And I'm eternally grateful for the book coaching and the book. I'm so excited. Shall I share the title?
Yes.
The Cycle Breaker's Gift is a title. How the highly sensitive one heals the ancestral trauma in the family line.
Goosebumps. We just got that title yesterday. Yeah, let me also do this. I'm going to take a photo.
Oh, I'm going to also do this. Here.
Okay, just wait for Julie, everyone. Here we go. Ooh, I love the hearts. Thank you, girl. Thank you, ladies. I did a screenshot.
And I cannot tell you, like, I sent in my first draft of the book to Sanet, and it was kind of like, right, you know how you like your first book, you know, like, let's see what comes back. And she sent me her feedback, and I was blown away. I didn't open it for a couple of days, then I opened it, and I'm like, that's a love letter, right? It's like it was so special, and the clarity and love and pinpointing what's still to improve was really out of this world. So anyone who thinks about writing a book, I can just like I think Sanet is like the book whisperer, Yeah, it's like you can trust her with your heart and with your story, and we'll get not just loving but super helpful feedback. So that said, I'm Christina Heike. I'm the founder of Soul Science, where we heal emotional trauma at its root through science-backed and soul-aligned methods that really bring you into your power, into your presence, and peace, right? Because in a way, isn't that what we're looking for? To be at peace with ourselves, to love ourselves. And coming from a family that felt like a war zone every day, I very early on was wondering what's going on? Like, why is there so much discord, and like, why are we even here if that's how life is? That makes no sense. And the more I learned about my parents, about people, I felt the emotional piece is really what holds people back. It's not that they're too stupid, or that they don't know that it's not the right thing to do, or that they don't understand how they could be better, but they can't do it because the trauma holds them back. And even I think that's a special thing. Trauma is not just the huge, terrible event, right? It's a daily drip of being ignored, of being devalued, of being kind of pushed aside and not seen. That, in the long run, also creates trauma, right? Like, so it's like the chronicle post-traumatic events. And people often, like for a long time, I didn't really couldn't put my finger on it. And so that's part of, or that's what the book is also kind of encompassing, to help people realize what they've been through. And especially highly sensitive people are more prone to react to that, to a harsh environment. And so why release trauma? So that we can be ourselves, so that we can actually bring to the world the gifts that we came here with, and to spread the light we came here with, and to live into our soul's purpose, and and share that. Yeah, and that's my contribution to it. And I'm again so blessed that Sanet has helped me and supported me through this journey to bring this onto paper and to other people's life. I know some of you will be beta readers. I'm so excited to hear from you. And what also is a big connection between Sanet and I that I didn't know is the core of my work is a forgiveness work called New Decision Therapy. And Sanet also is big in the work around forgiveness. So my next book is going to be around forgiveness. It is mentioned in this one, but it will be one that's just dedicated to that, because I think there's so much misunderstanding around forgiveness, and it's truly the key to unlock those traumas.
Incredible.
Did I forget anything? Oh,
no, you didn't.
Don't think.
Beautiful.
Oh, greatness. What do I think is greatness? I think greatness is to have the courage to look at all these things inside of ourselves, at the challenging ones, the difficult ones, the trauma, and be on a journey to heal those, and to come full circle to be the full version of who we are, as like Gail said and Cindy said, and like all of you, I think, are in that same boat, to have the courage to really do that, because for many it's so much easier to just numb yourself. And all of you're really having the courage to be true to yourself. I want to call it courage, for that journey, because pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional.
I love it. Thank you, my beautiful Christina. So, my beautiful ladies, every time I see that you are on a show, different show, every time you are traveling and just like Gail putting videos on, when Julie Ann put her in the swimming pool and she tells the Diamond Beauties that to do something, I love it. Julie, when you put out there your visits and you had exquisite pictures and videos of fall, the leaves and everything. It's so beautiful. And Christina, now you are putting your videos out there. I just love it. When I saw it the first time on Instagram, I told her, please post it on the Diamond Beauties. But everything that you do, Cindy, when you done your book and everything, I'm the most proudest mama of everyone. Well, I think not everyone, but your mom's is also proud. But I mean, I feel like I'm the most proudest mama of them all because of all your achievements. So first of all, I want to celebrate all of you, my beautiful ladies. Thank you for putting yourself out there. Thank you for being in purpose and making a difference in the world. And yes, I know we can only see others' greatness if you have greatness inside of you. So my beautiful ones, thank you for allowing me to create more and more and more things that I know that my wisdom keepers, my Diamond Beauty experts, and all of you are Diamond Beauty experts, appreciate and also run with. So for the purpose, I just wanted to quickly mention the Mrs. Spots, and then we will be going into the questions. So my beautiful ones, we are a little bit more than 45 minutes in, and what you have shared at this moment was truly extraordinary about greatness and what you are doing. So I'm quickly going to do the Mrs. Spots things, and then I'm going to start off with Julie Ann. Currently, you are not a Mrs. Spots. You're on the waiting list, but and then we will start with the questioning. So my beautiful Gail, you are our Mrs. Spots for Friday, as well as Cindy. So thank you, Cindy. You are a Mrs. Spots for Friday. And then Julie Diaz, you are a Mrs. Spots for Thursday. And beautiful Christina are Mrs. Spots for Monday. So my beautiful ones, you are wondering what Mrs. Spots is. Mrs. Spots from Beauty and the Beast is a magnificent, extraordinary, loving and caring lady that opened her heart, her soul, everything for any lady of the group Diamond Beauties Forever. But it is also of any of her friends, or if she has a group, anybody, any lady can phone in for half an hour. There's no recording, just a photo to witness who got together, and it can be they can quickly going to say what they are doing in their Mrs. Spots, but what I wanted to say is so that anyone can feel they has been seen, have been heard, and they belong to an amazing, loving community. Currently, we have 25 tea parties a week. It means 5 tea parties, 5 days a week, 5 times a day, 5 times a week. But we've got 28 Mrs. Spots. So we currently have 3 Mrs. Spots. There's 2 people assisting each other. 2 sisters, Anne and Wendy from Tasmania and Australia. And then on a permanent basis, Linda and Tina on a Tuesday. And temporarily, it will be Coach Eve and Josephina doing it on a Monday. But all of these amazing ladies has different names and different themes. And that was one of the things that really, of all my coffee chats, and I'm almost at 700 coffee chats in 3.5 years. Loneliness was a big thing. Even people in a marriage didn't feel confident enough to tell their partners, their problems, or their worries. But now they can share their worries in this amazing group. I don't know. Did I do something wrong now? I don't think so. Okay. I just grabbed a tissue. I don't know what happened. Okay. So, Gail, can you please tell us your name and what time and what you are doing in your Mrs. Spots? And then you, Cindy, and then Julie Diaz, then you will be going, and then Christina, and then I will be ready for the questions. That I've got beautiful questions for all of you. And then with the questions, I am going to start with Julie Ann. So, my beautiful Gail.
Okay, so I have a Mrs. Potts Cup of Transformation. And when I first started, I joined a bunch of Mrs. Potts to find out, well, what's this all about anyway? And so when it came to mind, I'm like, well, what am I going to do different from everybody else and not be the same? Why don't you pull dragon cards? So my first meeting, I pulled the dragon cards and we talked about what this dragon brings out to you. What does this picture say to you? How do you feel? And then I did a meditation. Yes. And I'm telling you, the meditations are getting more powerful week by week by week as I allow that energy to be part of the conversation. And I allow what you say when you participate, I write it down and I incorporate that as best I can into the meditation. So it's for you. It's not for me. And so, because of that, my dragon book is done. I'm almost done going through with my edits. Then it's going to go to an editor and a graphic designer and a couple of people who will do beta reading for me. So I'm that far along. I'm looking at January. So this would not have happened without Mrs. Potts, A Cup of Transformation. It's just right. So thank you for bringing my dragons to life. They thank you. And many of the women in the group have found their dragons as well. So it's a magical. It's Fridays, noon Eastern time.
Wow, beautiful. And my beautiful Diamond Beauties forever, please just join any Mrs. Spots. Just go to the events tab. Click on join. If it's their time zone, click on join. You will never know. But I can tell you, you will be blown away if you join. My beautiful Cindy.
So I'm on Friday as well, Friday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, and mine is A Cup of Comfort. So it's come one, come all, come as you are. And usually what I do is a question and a card. So this past week we did a discussion on what does kindness look like for you? And so it was a really interesting, deep conversation. So it can be something that's deep or it could be something that's really fun, like what's your fondest memory? So it's just a way for us to kind of come in together and get to know each other on a deeper level. And then I usually pull a card as well. So I have a bunch of different oracle cards. So it's just a little message for all of us to kind of like think about for the day. And typically they're like, not typically or unusually or normally or whatever term you want to put on it, but they usually resonate with everything that we're talking about that day. So it's serendipitously, I guess is the word that I want to use here. So they're a lot of fun. And again, we've had many different women come and join at different times. It was interesting. I had some newcomers this last time as well. So it's fun. And I would encourage anybody that's in the group, Diamond Beauties, please come. All of the ladies that are doing this, we're all very heart-centered. There's no judgment. We're really open to whatever conversation and however you show up that day. If you're not having a good day and you need somebody to just be there and witness and kind of hold space for you in a really loving way, come in. That's what it's all about. So you can, again, we have some fun and some deep conversations, but it's really meant for all of you to not feel, as Sanet said, you're not alone. You're not alone. And this is probably one of the most loving, nurturing, healing communities that you could be in. And so I'm just going to put my arms out like this and welcome you in anytime.
Beautiful. Thank you, my beautiful Cindy. And you are also our seasoned Mrs. Potts. You are 2 months ahead of Lisa and the longest running Mrs. Potts. And how long are you doing your Mrs. Potts now?
Oh my, it's gotta be, I don't know. How long
August
is
was
it?
2 years. August was 2 years. So
Years.
August,
Yeah, okay, so two
September,
years.
October, November. 2 years and 3 months. Huh?
Yeah, who would have thunk? But that's how beautiful it is, right? That's how beautiful this community is, that the time just flies by. It seems like it's been a blink. I can't believe it's actually been over 2 years. So I love how you called me the seasoned one.
So the other
Not
day,
the oldest
somebody,
running one. Probably I'm the oldest running one.
so
No, I'm not
somebody,
that
no,
close.
yeah, somebody asked me, so if I can become a Mrs. Potts, how much are you going to pay me?
Well, yeah,
I
we
said,
do this from the heart.
I said to my beautiful one, the group is free.
Yeah.
The Mrs. Potts is free. No, this. I will
Yeah.
pay in kindness and advertising and all that, but anyway, no, I don't. I don't think it was for me. I said, yeah, but you're not on. I wanted to say, but you're not on the list yet. You need to impress on my heart to be on the list, but I didn't go there. I just lovingly say to the person, "Did you join any of them?" No. I said, okay, I give you a challenge. You have to join 6 different ones. Then you come back to me. I've got a gift for you. I will see if she will take up the challenge. That's all I can do. I can just give her a challenge with love. My beautiful Julie, please tell us about your amazing Mrs. Potts.
Okay, thank you. First of all, it's priceless what you gain, because when everybody's call is a little bit different, and some you're going to go in a deep meditation, and could be a dragon ride, and other ones, it could be talking about what's going on with you that week. What was the best thing that happened to you that week? And some of them we get into some very deep discussions about spirituality, about family, and we had a very deep discussion last week with Barbara about some things that happened with her family and how she was able to transform through that process, and it was beautiful. And my call is called the Cup of Wellness. And my first thought when I started it was to share a health tip and have other people share their favorite health tips, or maybe if they're having an issue, if they feel comfortable, to share that and to get some support with that. And this past week was really fun because I had just gone to a holistic wellness summit where I was a speaker, which was really exciting. And I learned this Qigong exercise. So first we started with our Qigong exercise with some breathing and patting our bellies and moving around to move our cerebrospinal fluid, which helps to balance your brain hemispheres. So yeah, we were wiggling. Gail was there. That was great. And then there was also this acupressure point, like 2 inches down from your wrist. You just press on that, and it's like instantly calms you down. I learned so many things at the summit, and so I shared that with the group. And then we pulled an oracle card. I have a bunch of oracle card decks too, which is a lot of fun, a lot of inspiration, and it's always synchronous, or serendipitous. It was the word that Cindy used, and it's so true, because you pull a card for someone, and it's like perfect every time. It's amazing. So that's I think the angels working through us, and us working with our higher selves to help and inspire others. So my call is every Thursday. It's now at 5 p.m. It adjusted because of we fell back an hour, so we didn't want to collide with another call. It was 4, now it's 5 p.m. Eastern every Thursday. Feel free, like Cindy says, come one, come all, come as you are. It's not recorded. It's just us girls, and we have a lot of fun. And you gain, when I said priceless, you gain friendship, you gain inspiration, you gain information and knowledge and laughter, lots of laughter.
And love.
And love. Yes, lots of love. That was in the friendship.
I do believe love is the only thing that anyone can survive on. Because if you don't love and get love, feel love and get love from others, I know you will not make it. My beautiful Julie, I love it. When I go back to South Africa, I can do most of your beautiful Mrs. Spots again. It's going to be yours. It's going to be very difficult because it's going to be like 2 o'clock in my morning in South Africa. Where it's easy, but then it was time for me to feed the little one. So I tried sometimes to do that, but I will make a plan. I still will make a plan. My biggest thing is to attend one Mrs. Spots a month one of each. So 25 I must do once a month. So I will be seeing you. Thank you, my girl. My beautiful viewers, just want to let you know, if you want to meet my beautiful ladies, please click down below in the show notes. All their details is there. And the ones that I can honestly give my stamp of approval, if I can call it like that. Beautiful Gail and beautiful Judy came to our Soul Diamond Authors Journey. And that particular show is coming back in the new year as well. I'm going to have 2 sponsors for that show, and it's going to come back. So I'm very excited for that. So Julie's book and Gail's book was on the author show. So please look down below. The link to buy their book is also there. And Cindy, I was the honored one to be your book coach with Roshana. So your book is also in the link below, my beautiful ones. So please just let your walking down with your mouse. And I've got this very special mouse. I've got the gaming mouse. Look here. It looks like, what is that? Star Trooper. Can you see Star Trooper?
Yeah. Star Wars Star Trooper.
With lights changing. Oh, I love this mouse. I'm telling you, I just loved my husband when he brought me the mouse because I've got large hands. So for me to get a bigger mouse that can adjust, well, I was so happy. I sat on my husband's lap because remember, my beautiful ones, I never could have done that. Where's my photograph? I quickly just want to show you. I could never sit on his lap. So I need to take off the mirror in it. Just give me 1 second. I can never sit on his lap. So now I don't really do that, but to show him my appreciation, I just went and sit on his lap because I love my Star Trooper adjustable mouse. So this was me before 6 years ago. This is me now. And here is my Star Trooper mouse. And it can adjust, and it's got lights and changing lights. Whoops, changing lights. I don't know why I wanted to say that. What did we talk about? I cannot remember. Let your mouse do the walking. Hi, Julie, you are so good. Let your mouse do the walking and go and click on the show notes.
Click, scroll, click.
Hi, Julie, I love you. Christina, can you tell us about your Mrs. Spots, please?
Yes, absolutely. But really, it's so beautiful what all of you have said so far. It's such a treasure and shows also your beautiful, huge hearts. And that's really, I think, what all of the Mrs. Spots are bringing. And you can just come and sit on the sideline. In German, we say like a little mouse on the sideline. If you don't want to engage too much quite yet and you're a little shy or something, or you can just do that. No one is gonna you don't have to speak. You don't have to come every time. Just check it out. And that, I think that's really beautiful. Excuse me. My Mrs. Potts is called A Cup of Forgiveness because, as I said earlier on, forgiveness is really my thing in the work with trauma. And we have spoken about forgiveness, but not only. we also do meditations. I love the somatic meditations where we really ground and center ourselves, learn self-regulation tools with the breath and heart-brain coherence and different things. We also have dance. I'm a big believer in including the body, right? Because the body is what carries our soul. Without it, we're not here. And the body is also showing us the way. And I'm getting on a tangent again. Forgive me today. So it's Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern. And what else? Oh, today, because today's Monday, we had a beautiful, heartfelt conversation about abusive relationships, actually, and how highly sensitive people are more prone to get into those, right? Highly sensitive, more drawn to people please, more drawn to being giving and big-hearted, open-hearted, and that often gets taken advantage of, right? And before we know it, we find ourselves in a relationship that started amazingly and has turned around, and then we're like living with the hope that will change. So that was a topic for today. And usually it's really organic how the topics are happening. So someone can bring something and I go with the energy in the room. That's what I love to do.
So
Thank you, Sanet, for organizing this. It's such a gift.
Well, it was God. I asked God, what can I do? And he gave me Elvis Presley. He gave me the talking teapots of Mrs. Potts. And he gave me diamonds, and he gave me return to sender, and I translated into Mrs. Potts. So I'm going to put my glasses on. I'm going to take out a paparazzi and I have my finger on the screenshot. My beautiful ladies, to all my Mrs. Potts, here is to you. I got the flash. You ladies know how rare it is when I got the flash with this pen and on the screenshot. So we are truly blessed. Thank you for your amazingness, my beautiful Mrs. Potts, my beautiful ladies. I am not able to move our amazing group by myself. I'm not able to move the world by myself. And my biggest dream is to have, when I started the Diamond Beauties, to have wisdom keepers. As a Diamond Beauty expert, you are all my wisdom keepers. Thank you for helping me show the world that love is the way to go. Currently, we are in 63 countries. And as you know, we are 1,144 members in the Diamond Beauties, and the Tanzania Nigeria is 163. They don't talk a lot on the group, but I still keep inspiring, keep inviting them to the shows, because they will also wake up soon. I totally believe it. And my beautiful Tanzania Nigerians, I didn't say that condescendingly, I said it with a loving heart, because I know you are all busy providing for your family, and you all try to tap into your feelings, and I know it will come right. So my beautiful Julie, we're going to start with the questions. So let me just get my questions ready. Are you ready, my beautiful one?
I am.
Okay. My first question, or my question particular to you, is this, and it's particular to what you were saying. How has reflecting helped in you step into your purpose? How has reflection helped you step in your purpose, and how are you sharing it to the world?
Thank you. Reflection. Oh, that's my favorite topic. I literally feel like I deal with that every day, helping my writers, like really reflect on their own journey. And so whenever I do that, it's an opportunity for me to also reflect on my journey. And I think I've mentioned this once before, but I think a major reflection for me, which always is a reminder, that we are spiritual beings in a human body, this costume that we wear. I lost my fiance 4 years ago, and it was a gift to be able to communicate with him on the other side and to really understand on a very deep, authentic, real level what that truly means to be a spiritual being having a human experience. And I think, for me, it's very difficult to experience, and unless I think you've experienced the death of a dear loved one, it's you can't really understand the depth of that. But I had spent more than 10 years working with my spiritual authors and learning so much about spirituality. And I think sometimes you hear a lot about different realms and different tools to assist you getting into the spiritual world. But I think when something like that happens and you lose a loved one, that then suddenly it's all very real, and you actually realize that we are actually spiritual beings. And everything becomes very different, and reflecting on that and realizing that this human game that we're all playing is really just us living through our contracts, living through our life experiences as a spiritual being. And so I think that it put a whole different perspective on my world. It in some ways was very confusing because I felt like I really felt like I was a spiritual light that is then observing a lot of humans and their human behavior, and particularly those that don't come from a place of love. And I think I said this to you, Sanet, that that's why I love this community, because in my experience so far, pretty much everybody is coming from a really genuine, authentic place of love. And that's actually my experience with a lot of other networking organizations, that's not the case. There's a lot of people that are in their humanness, talking the talk, but not necessarily walking the talk. And I think when you're in that position where you have had a very close connection on the spiritual realm, it almost becomes painful to hear people being unkind, or to hear words that don't come from a loving place. And so it's been reflecting for me in the last 4 years on that experience has been an interesting perspective. And I feel now I'm consciously becoming more human in my interactions, and being more aware, that there are so many people that are still on their spiritual journey, and have not necessarily had one of those deep experiences that really does give a very different perspective on life. So yeah, I guess that's I guess that is I think talking about reflection, I think that's probably the most reflective that I have been. And that, of course, then helps me in helping my writers reflect on their own stories and their own purpose from that place of love.
I love that. And you know, I saw some of your videos and some of your pictures and some of your authors. How are they in awe of your processes and taking them out of their environment and having them in your loving environment, and even in the swimming pool doing a process or two with them. That's incredible. I love that. I love the way that you are bringing out their stories, their souls, through your processes. So congratulations. Thank you so much, my beautiful Julie-Anne. So my beautiful Gail, I have added your question in, and this particular question is for you, my beautiful one. So let me just read it. Was there a moment when you realized you were capable of more? And describe it, please.
So when I think of that question, Sanet, I think of a staircase. So I can't say there was a profound moment. There were profound steps. And I'll go through a few, and then we'll talk about the last one, which is the book, right? So the first one was when I left working for a motivational speaker, and there's a whole story behind that, but I was a complete doormat. I had completely lost myself in that. And when I woke up to who I was at that point, my heart burst open. It was a physical, I thought I was having a heart attack at first, a physical of love, because I saw her and me, how I created this situation and why. And I woke up. The next was just before 2020. I started foreseeing 2020 coming. I started foreseeing change happening. I started feeling we're on the precipice of something amazing, and it's going to change everything. And it was at that point that I started embracing, I call it raw and real, being raw and real, right? Gail, you need to be who you are, no matter, like you said, no matter what anyone else thinks, F them. You need to be you. So it was at that point. Shortly after that, I started getting information about the journey I went on in 2023. And going through chemo was an opportunity for me to embrace the angels, for me to embrace who I am, and for me to truly understand where other people are coming from and allowing them to be them. That's allowing me to be me. And it was there that I fully embraced that I am God and so are you. That I am more than I possibly could imagine. And that the love that I gained during that experience, I can't even put into words how profound it is. It chokes me. It is so beautiful.
On the background display with Gail is a book that she have written with her journey to going through cancer. So please, can you quickly tell us about your book, my beautiful Gail?
So Lessons from Hell is literally a journal of what I went through. It's what health choices did I make? What medical choices did I make? What are the arguments I had with God? When did I finally say, I want you here? And I think that was the turning point, that conversation with God, where I said, I don't want to turn to you for help anymore. I want you in my life. I want you here. And the book is up and down and up and down. It's in sequential order. Some days were good, some days were not good. And I talk about all of them in that book because that's what life is all about. And that's where I learned to love the darkness. And my favorite song, in Sydney, you've heard this, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. It's where the change happens. It's where the light, you recognize the light because you're in the darkness, right? And a friend of mine once said, when I shut the light off, I can't see a thing. But if I wait a minute, my eyes adjust. And that's what I do. with myself and with my clients. We wait a minute so our eyes can adjust, and we know why we're there. And we change.
One of
So
my
we're all
favorites.
great. Let's go, guys. We're all great.
I love it. I love it. One of my favorite sound of silence. I love it. I love it. My beautiful Cindy, your question is, what truth about yourself took time to accept but change everything?
That I'm perfect just as I am, because I had such a limiting belief for so long that I had to be perfect in order to be loved. And it took so much away from me. I gave away all of my personal power all the time because I had a high need to be liked, because I felt that if I wasn't perfect on all levels, then I wasn't lovable. And so that's been my whole journey, with lots of different chapters of my life as well at this point. But I think that's the biggest highlight, is that opening up to that, recognizing that I'm perfect just the way I am, and you're perfect just the way you are. But it took a long time for me to actually accept that and embody that. And how does it change? It changed my entire world. Because when I learned how to love myself completely, flaws and all, allows me then to love everybody else then, without judgment. And I think that's the biggest, hugest lesson that I have learned for me personally in my life. And it took a long time. I mean, it's lots of programming, with however you want to deem it, generational messages, societal, cultural, industrial, all the things that I said early on of like how I was supposed to behave, how I was supposed to look, all of those things. And, I think going through my divorce was a pivotal moment for me to really open up. I mean, that to me was the heart-breaking but heart-opening event for me to dig down deep into a lot of different layers. And it wasn't something that happened even immediately. That was a process going through that whole transition and navigating the aftermath myself. And these are little insights that just kind of came along the way with different things that came up in my life. I think one of the things I've talked about before, and you know this, Annette, and some other folks here might know it too, is that, when I took my first yoga class, it was a friend of mine took me to a Kundalini class, and we didn't do anything. And I was big into fitness. I was a fitness instructor, hardcore, athletic conditioning, spin, kickboxing, all of those type of high impact type of things. So I go into this yoga class and we sat there and we didn't really do a lot of movement. We did some breathing, we did some chanting, we sang a song, and we ate an apple at the end of the class. And I was like, okay, no biggie. And then I got up and I walked out of that class, and it was like a light bulb moment. I felt like I was floating on air, and I literally had no idea what was hitting me. And it was almost like an out of a body experience for me. And I just had this kind of like light bulb moment at that time that said, you're getting all of your validation externally. And it was like, I needed to get quiet. I needed to come inside of myself. And so it just took me on a whole other path. And it was a beautiful thing. And again, it was through that kind of practice that led me into more of this self-discovery and recognizing that I had this perfectionism, heavy-duty perfectionism thread, limiting belief inside of me. And so it was these type of things, tools, if you will, that helped me come more into myself. And obviously, as time goes on, more and more things happened that led me into where I'm at right now. Just a beautiful, beautiful experience. And even still, I mean, life isn't this, right? And it isn't literally this either, right? It's this. But when we come inside of ourselves, it can be this continual spiral up, right? So each opportunity that we have that kind of like brings us down a little bit is another opportunity to learn that's going to actually help us spiral up and continue spiraling up. So I know, I think that answers the question, doesn't it? I
Beautiful.
hope it does.
I love it. I love it. I always say life is like this. 2 steps to the front, and you will always hear, I start with positive. 2 steps to the front and 1 back. It depends on you. How long are you going to be in the back foot or in the back step? And I always say to yourself, I always tell people, if you are in the stuckness of your stuckness and you feel you cannot do this anymore, then you get up. You put your butt into gear. You start dancing. I am dancing on my forever song, Walking on Sunshine, since April 2019, every day. That's my grandson, when they're walking on sunshine, stopped, Zachary, he's just over 1 year. He just started kicking. And after lots of deliberation, I'm so sorry, this is the best way I can speak. After a lot of conversation with my grandson, Zachary, almost a year, his favorite song and the movement of his body is Eye of a Tiger by Survivor. So if that one's playing, so those 2 songs, we play first things, and then we play Zayden's song, and he loved Happy from Pharrell Williams, and my grandson Zander, 10 years old, he loved AC/DC, DC, Thunder, but if you really listen good, it says Zander, not Thunder, it says Zander. So that I wanted to say, my beautiful viewers, just get up, start moving, dance to your forever song, get a forever song. Go inside the mirror and realize how your greatness is. And then, if your brain keeps on telling you you are not good enough, do you know what to do? Do you know? Can I tell you? I've got a secret. You give it to Jack. Do you know Jack? Hit the road, Jack. I don't want you no more. Hit the road, Jack. Get out of your stuckness. Start moving, loving yourself. Okay. Julie Diaz, here I am with you, my beautiful one. What's the most impactful question you will ever ask yourself? You've ever asked yourself?
Oh, I talk to myself all the time, so I should know the answer to this question. Oh, it's a hard question. 2 things come to mind. Like, how can I forgive all these people from my past? I went through many things. So one day, Christina could tell you probably many good forgiveness exercises, but one of them that I did was to write everybody's name on a piece of paper and say, I forgive, I love you, I love myself, I forgive you, I forgive myself. And I went through that for every single person. But now, years pass by and you get a whole new list of people. You have to do the thing. You have to continuously go through this kind of process, maybe as a smaller process. Christina's expert on that. But that's one thing, to forgive people from the past, because it releases you and it frees you to be more happy, to be more at peace. And that's what we all want. And the other one really, thank you, was about putting myself out there with my book. Like, thank you, my darling. Like, do I really want to put myself out there? Because I wasn't sure about that, but I really had so much information and so much of my story that I wanted to share with people so that they wouldn't have to go down the same road, to help people find the answers, because what gives me the most joy is when I can help someone feel better. Like just helping Barb last week without her pain. It made me feel so great that she got on the horn and she ordered it right away, what I recommended, and it's helping. So, there was another client I had horrible psoriasis on the bottom of her feet, and I was able to help her clear it up completely. And her podiatrist was literally scraping with a knife the bottom of her feet every 2 weeks. It was like a torture procedure. And then she couldn't walk them. Guess what? All she had to do was take vitamin D, and it went away. So anyone you know that has psoriasis, please tell them take vitamin D and heal your gut. You have to work on the gut. But just taking her vitamin D, and she took them in the form of gummy bears, and even that worked. I don't always think gummy bears are the best choice, but hey, I guess they're pretty good. At least some of them are, right? So, yeah. So putting myself out there to help others, yeah, that's what it's all about.
Julie, you almost, and I hope it's the right person, Barbara O'Neill. She's from Australia. She goes around the world and talk. You that sage. You that sage. You need to put yourself even more out there. And I know you're still working, and I have challenged you quite a few times, but you need to put yourself more out there because you are that sage with health. So you are amazing. Even we got that drops for beautiful Zachary to bring up his immune system. So you just out of your own just sent me that, and I was like, wow, you had to spend time to send me the information for the drops for him. Thank you. Thank you. I love you.
This idea, like Barbara O'Neill has her whiteboard. I like to break out into song. So if I was really brave, I could incorporate singing into my routine with my health tips. That might be fun.
Thank you for telling me that, because now I'm going to be pressurizing you, Agil. Okay. Thank you for giving me something to pressure you. I love to do that, because through that, if you accept the challenge, you are growing. And I am your biggest cheerleader. The little one just screamed out of the door there. Hello. I told him I'm going to do the recording today. So my beautiful Julie Diaz, thank you. Thank you for everything you are doing, my beautiful one. Christina, what is one belief you had to let go in order to grow?
Wow. Good question. One, before I try to answer this, let me just say it's probably not a coincidence, Julie, that the two girls with thyroid issues have the dream of singing, right? So I'm with you. That's like my dream as well, to sing out loudly and freely and beautifully. And one belief. Well, one is that I had to be perfect. That's one to let go of. I think that's a big one, right? To do the right thing all the time, because there was only one right thing, right? This kind of belief, and maybe our listeners know that, right? That they excuse me, have difficulties also with decision making, because I think there's just one right decision, instead of believing that it's a decision for now. We do it as good as we can right now, and we're allowed to grow. We're here to grow. So and be okay. And that's also part of the exercise internally with the book, like I want to put everything in there, but I can't, and to be okay with that, it's what it is. And hopefully it's speaking to people and helping them and supporting them on their way. And I can always write a next one when I have more to say. And well, actually, I already planned a couple, but so and to adopt that in life, I think especially like as a teenager, like I had throbbing migraines. I wanted to do it all and always and perfect, and obviously that's pretty impossible. And to adopt the thought, and some of you already mentioned that I'm good as I am, that I'm simply good as I am, and that I'm allowed to make mistakes, and that I can ask for forgiveness or not, that I can build connections, that I can have a boundary, that like all these things, right? So that I'm really like, it's kind of like self-agency, really take agency of my life in a really loving way and kind way also towards myself, that I didn't have to. My first therapy in my like, I think I was 19, 20 or something. I would bring gifts to the therapist. I so much needed to be like pleased and liked, right? Until I at some point stopped it. But like that kind of shows you also like, that I thought I had to bring something extra to be okay. Yeah, I think
I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful Christina. So the next question is rapid fire. But Cindy, I know you can do it. I don't, Julie, and you cannot do it. Maybe, Julie, you don't have enough space. I don't know if you've got a turning chair, Christina. And Gail, I don't know if you have got, but I have to turn around now. Gail, Cindy, will you do it with me? Because now we're going to do rapid fire. So if you have the ability to turn around. So my beautiful viewers, take a breather and turn around. Not enough space. Hello, Christina, I love it. Julianne, I love it. Thank you, my beautiful one. So here is the rapid fire. So quick answers, please, my beautiful one. I actually wanted to ask Julie this question, but I think I need to do this question for everyone. So a rapid fire, okay? I've got the paparazzi pen. So everyone, this is your question, not just for Julie, for everyone. What part of yourself are you most proud of? So just give me 1 second. Let me get the paparazzi pen ready. So Julianne, let me just make sure I don't mix the questions. Just give me 1 second. Julianne, what part of yourself are you most proud of today?
Today, I think actually it's my face because I'm 60.
Yes, I love it. I love it. My beautiful Gail.
My ability to channel and speak the truth.
Oh, I love it. Here you go. My beautiful Cindy.
Forgiving myself and others.
Oh, I love it. My beautiful Julie Diaz.
My ability to make other people feel better and to laugh.
Ooh, I love it. My beautiful Christina.
my ability to hold other people and myself in the biggest storms and love them and make them feel.
I love it.
What about you, Sanet?
Oh, thank you, Cindy. I thought I'm going to be chopped liver. Nobody's going to ask me.
I'm not chopped liver at all.
Liver. I love chopped liver.
Filet mignon.
So for me, is seeing, witnessing, and experience all your magnificence. And then all I can say to God, thank you for sending all of you my way. I am a soul gatherer of family, and seeing you all together here is truly exceptional. And it makes me so happy. So I'm ready for paparazzi. And I'm not chopped liver. Thank you, my beautiful ladies. So we will have time for another set of questions, but you will have only about 1 minute to talk about it, and then we will have to say goodbye. So my beautiful viewers, we are not in studio, so we really cannot have a dance with all of you. But I will ask my beautiful Julie Diaz to prepare something, even if it's walking on sunshine, and we just do something at the end, but it will be short and sweet. Oh, and it cannot be walking on sunshine, but of course it cannot be a copyrighted song. So we cannot do a copyrighted song. So we maybe will not be able to have a dance with all of you, or we will dance, but we will not have music. We can do that. We can dance without music because I cannot play. Okay, first of all. Secondly, because we are 6 on the screen, we could actually have done this in studio, but I didn't know only 5 ladies of my slim members. My slim soul angels will come. I've got currently 17, but just before I want to give all of you another question, I just want to say to the ladies and gentlemen that are supporting me through my slim soul membership, your contribution truly means the world to me. And I wanted to gift all of you this beautiful summit and amplify you even more, to say thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are able to do a testimonial for me in a portrait today, your testimonials will also go onto the E360 platform, and it will go off everything I do, but they will also do, because part of the summit, there's no commercials, so I will then ask them to do the portrait in their YouTube or their YouTube kind of short channel. So, but I need it today, so I just wanted to let you know, and I will not have time to talk after the show because I have to run and get my gear into action and be at school. So, my beautiful Julie Ann, if you only have a minute or so, can I ask you the next question? What is the greatest lesson you learned?
The greatest lesson that I learned. Oh my goodness. I think the greatest lesson that I learned is to understand that people are all on their own journeys. And sometimes if people are in relationship, they perhaps are not coming from a place of love, or they don't know how to be in the world. It's probably just because they're on their own journey and they've had trauma in their past lives that they are still working with. And so just always, when we have conflict with other people, just come from a place of love and send them love and know that they're on their own journey and not to take it personally.
I love it. I love it, my beautiful viewers. Golden nuggets there. So, Gail, you are next, my girl. Are you ready?
Sure am.
What do you believe your life is here to teach us?
My life is not here to teach you anything. My purpose is to walk beside you as you find your own lesson and grow. So it's not up to me to teach you, but I will support you.
Wow, I love it. And also witnessing you makes our lives incredible. Thank you, my girl. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cindy, are you ready, my girl?
Bring it on.
What impact would your love to leave behind?
Say that again?
What impact would you love to leave behind?
What impact would I love to leave behind? Just knowing that everybody's loved. Know that you're loved. Just really know that you're loved, no matter what. And I think love is the most powerful energy that there is. So I think that to me is the biggest impact. Just know you're loved.
I love it.
And I love all of you.
I love it. I love you, my girl. I love you. My beautiful Julie Diaz, just give me 1 second. I just went off my question. What story from your life do you hope future generations will remember?
To never stop searching for an answer. If you have an issue, especially with your health, don't just take it for granted that the authorities are right, because you have to look for yourself, use your intuition, use your resources. We have so many resources available to us, and there's always an answer. There's always a good way to get better without hurting yourself.
Wow. Amazing, profound. Golden nuggets, my beautiful viewers. Golden nuggets. My beautiful Christina. What wisdom would you whisper to your younger self?
I think it's capturing all of the things you have said, like all of you have said, right? That I am loved, that I can ask all the questions and find answers, that I have people walking beside me that are also finding their way through this maze of this labyrinth of life, and that truly the journey is what's holding all the golden nuggets. You know, it's not one faraway goal.
Wow, I love it. My beautiful ladies, thank you so much for being here. I always believe if you stand here right now and you look back at all your amazing dots in your life. When I was young, I loved to do the numbering thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you make an image and then you color it in. And you connect all your dots. And my beautiful viewers, you can do the same. When you go and you look back at all your dots, are you happy with the image of your dots of your life? For me, I am so proud of myself. I'm so in love with myself to went through all those points. Yes, sometimes it's down below and sometimes it was up because I need to form my image. And sometimes it was messy in the middle. In the middle, Cyril, some people also say that in different countries. But the image of what I envision, and I love it. I can give only glory to God and the angels and the grace and love they bestow on me and everything I do. So my beautiful viewers, my beautiful ladies, when you connect your dots, are you happy? And if you are currently in the situation where you are not happy, learn from somebody. Stop, breathe, go inside of you, because sometimes you just need somebody's word or golden nugget to change something inside of you, because greatness is already inside of you. And yes, sometimes we just need to know, thank you, Sanet. I really needed to hear that. Or thank you for your example, Sanet, that it showed me that I can also do that. So, a lot of talking. So, Julie, are you ready? Are you ready to, even if you, but don't do a tune that is well known, because it's going to be a problem if it's copyright. So, you can ask us if we want to dance with you, my beautiful Julie.
I'm just going to change the words to a tune you'll probably recognize, but I can change the words and do it.
Okay, but then if you change the words, and then you must change the tune as well.
Oh, I have to change the tune too?
Yeah, because they will tell me it's copyright. That's the song. The reason why the song that I play in studio, it's one that is one of my poems, and it was somebody that composed the song for me. So that's the reason. Okay. Are you ready?
I have an idea.
Okay. Go.
See if you recognize this song. I can make me happy, 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 happy. I got flowers in my hair, flowers everywhere. You know you gotta come to a Mrs. Potts call every week. You gotta come. You know you want to come, so come on down to your Mrs. Potts.
I love it. On this,
Work on it.
on this spot. My beautiful Julie Diaz, you are incredible. And thank you. Yes, Cindy, thank you. My beautiful girls, Cindy, Julie Ann, Julie Diaz, and Christina. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending 2 hours with me and with all of you, my beautiful viewers. We actually have more questions. We had more questions. But this is what we have for you out of our hearts. And yes, my beautiful viewers, you are incredible. You are amazing. And this is a mirror to your soul, a mirror to your greatness. Bye, everyone.